Hey Jeff. So here's just a video view of what we want to do. This under the present dashboard of SRE Tools, you have this button Business App, which enables the user to add various apps down below like so. And it opens up a pop-up by the plugin Pop-up Maker, which we're not using over here, but we can easily install it. I tend to use the pop-ups that come with Elementor Pro, and maybe we could use that as well. What I'm most curious about is this form. So this is a form. I don't know if it's Ninja form or Gravity forms, but what we really want to do is install this same form and whatever functionality goes with it uh, into a pop-up that would be opened up by go-to links. Like this is our page, and we would attach that pop-up and that form to this, and then they would be loading their apps below here in the same way. So I've given you a cPanel access to our staging area as well as the main site. They're both under the same cPanel. So we're giving you carte blanche to do whatever you need to do to basically load this that's on SRE Tools over here so that we can attain the same style and functionality of this here, where they fill out this form and presumably, add that app to an area on that page. So that covers that. This is going to be I'm going to stop the video and go into another couple of things. So I'll get back to you on what those things are in a moment here. Okay, so this is part two. This has everything to do with Paid Membership Pro and transferring things. I have put in the licensing here, so it's fully licensed over here on Virtual Office. So on SRE Tools, uh, we need your help in just configuring the Paid Membership Pro plugin so that it functions over here. Now, it's already installed, so all you have to do is we're we're proposing to have a meeting with you and Andy and Craig and myself to mainly determine what member levels we're going to offer. Uh, so you would need to put that in place, and also this site is going to be a private site. So we also need to figure out as soon as somebody comes to this, if they aren't logged in already, they would need to have an overlay of a login dialog box where they're simply told you must be able to log in to visit this site. So we need to add that. If you want to go ahead and do that, I don't know if that can be done through Paid Membership Pro. Uh, Designate the whole site as a private site that only agents and the administrator can log into. So we need to have an overlay login box. Uh, we need to have this configured in such a way with Paid Membership Pro and perhaps some single sign-on plugin where once they're logged in as a member, some of these buttons will only relate to their private membership. In other words, the Lofty button will go to their Lofty account. The RevShare button, it's an MLS or MLM RevShare type of program, would go to their uh, account. So is there any way that we can make sure these buttons dynamically switch to whoever the logged in user is? So we need to have that in mind. We're also doing some research on our own, and maybe you can too, about creating a chat GPT, a private GPT or a custom GPT that relates to, let's say, policies and procedures and basic knowledge base type information. And we want to basically incorporate that into the AI engine plugin. Now, in the back end, if there are, if we need to add gravity forms or ninja forms to accomplish some of the things that you already have in place over here, we can go ahead and do that. I have Elementor and Elementor Pro. The Pro license is under my name. Uh, the paid membership Pro is already under Andy's license. So if we have additional licensing over on SRE Tools for some of these things, I'm using Elementor Pro's pop-up template rather than pop-up maker. If we can use that instead of pop-up maker, that's one less plugin that we have to install over here. But you can see what we've done here. This is also a combination concierge marketing center for people who want to, like, for example, if we go over here to the front end, we're also installing, when they go to Marketing Center, they go to this page and they're able to look at, I've created post types for these different print categories and just categories in general. So they're going to be able to order their brochures, their cards, signage, badges, things like that. They can all do it at the virtual office. So that's what Marketing Center is. It's almost like a website within a website. The Learning Center goes to that third party thing. Transaction management is another feature that we're incorporating here, and that involves some form formatting, and I'm using Elementor Pro form, but if you think Gravity Forms or Ninja might be more appropriate for, particularly with this go-to link, the way you have it functioning, they click on this, they see a pop-up with a form where they can add an app icon and a link and some other information, and then simply add an app here. So we want to be able to do that over here as well, the way it was set up to be functioning over at SRE Tools. So we need your help on that. And as far as billing goes, I would think you can just, as we work together on this toward a completion, you should just be, billing Andy the way you normally do with your invoicing, and just, keep track of things on your own like you have been. So I guess what I'm saying is, in the final analysis is, I've given you cPanel access to the DB Staging Online set of directories, and I've shown you which directories have to do with the virtual office and the main site. The way we're constructing this, the main site is going to be something where if an agent wants to join, they're going to be able to fill out a form which goes directly to the onboarding person, and then there is some interaction between them as far as what membership level they're going to go with. And basically the onboarding person is going to be creating the login credentials and the membership account and collecting the money. They might be directed to a paid membership pro page to complete that sale. But basically, they're going to be, having a login created for them. So once that happens, then they can go over here and be presented with a login box, and they can log in and start using it. So there were a couple of other things here. Select appropriate payment process. Implement an onboarding checklist. I think that's going to be handled with the person who's doing the onboarding. Welcome email. Single sign-on, if we're going to need a plugin for that, that would relate to the fact that whoever logs in is going to sometimes be logging into, like the Learning Center opens up in a new tab right now, and they get logged in automatically through my password manager with Andy's login. But these third-party things would be like RevShare, Lofty, etc. we're going to require some kind of a single sign-on type of situation. And so we're going to need your input on that too. That's a little bit outside of my lane, and you're more of a full stack guy. So we definitely want to use you to develop these areas. So I would like to propose a meeting like at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever works best for you, with Craig and I. The earlier the better. And it would be with Craig, myself, Andy, and you. And just name the day, and I'll send out the invitation and check spam, of course. And then we can discuss a little more in detail about everything I'm kind of covering quickly here. So, anyway, that's about it for now. I'll send the email and I'll talk to you soon, Wednesday or Thursday.